We got a new project. We got a 1996 Toyota Landcruiser. We got an awesome price on it. The bad news about this vehicle is we got it for super cheap because the previous owner believed the engine was seized. The engine is in fact seized. So now that we know the engine is seized, what we're gonna do is we're first off gonna have Dre cut loose on it, clean it up, get it presentable, get it in the shop. Then we're gonna dig into the motor, figure out what's seized, what's causing the problem, see if anything is salvageable. Start by dropping the oil pan. In this model, this one has the lower oil pan and the upper oil pan. So we'll start by pulling the lower oil pan, making a little bit of a mess, seeing what we can find in there, see if we find any tells of any real destruction. That would be metal shavings in the oil, a lot of it. So that means most likely we had a bearing go bad. To check out the bearings themselves, we've got to pull that upper oil pan, get a look at the actual bearings on this one. We thought we were gonna be able to get really sneaky and sneak it out, just, you know, weasel the upper oil pan out. But as you'll find out, it takes a little bit of doing. So the first try, we were just trying to remove the bolts, remove the drive shaft, and sneak it on out the back. We ran into way too much stuff. Second time around, we removed more stuff, created some motion, lifted the motor mounts, tried to create a little more room, still wasn't working. Crankshaft itself. So finally, on attempt 3.5 to 4, we decided to use our big brain and just lift up the front of the engine, use a cherry picker, create enough motion that we can definitely slide it out, which is actually how you're supposed to. So at this point, we checked all the bearings just by hand. We could feel the wiggle, and cylinder number 5 was definitely not moving. That was our big problem child. So here we were just working on getting that bearing cap out so we could get a good look at it. Sorry for the flashlight glare. And it is a spun rod bearing. You can tell the bearing spun and just welded itself together, and that is our problem. We found problem. Now we know that we need to pull the engine. So we are just creating some room, trying not to break too much stuff on the way out. At this point, we knew we f***ed up. So the problem is we underestimated this engine. With the engine and the transmission and the transfer case all in one piece, it's a behemoth. I mean, the thing is just huge. So we had to reset it down, kind of reformulate, re-grab it a different positioning point for balance, clear out a bit more room in the front end, pull the AC condenser, all the bracketing for the front, and then just get a different angle of attack. So at this stage, we just got the engine and trans out, had an empty engine bay, which is good. Next step is going to be getting the engine to be good. We've got to tear into it, figure out exactly what's salvageable, what's not salvageable, how we're going to fix it, but we're going to get the engine good outside of the vehicle, then we'll reassemble everything, get it back in, and hopefully this thing will be running and driving. Keep following along. Build is going to keep going. I mean, hopefully this is just going to be an awesome one. I always hope that it's quick, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a couple more videos out of it.